And now, with no further ado, a bit about global education at Derryfield. I am Dr. Gaucher, or Dr. G, and I am the Director of Global Education. So another crucial partner in global education is Miss Best. Miss Best, where are you? Miss Best, go, she's right there. That's Miss Best, right there. Miss Best is the associate, a global associate. She is in charge of so many parts of global education that makes any off-campus experience, a trip happen. That is Miss Best. She also coaches cross country. Thank you very much, Miss Best. It's unplanned, by the way. That just happened. That was unplanned. Okay, so before I speak a little bit about our global trips for this March of 2023, I want to say a couple things about global education at Derryfield, about what my goal and objective is alongside other members of the faculty and the community as a whole. First, we hope on and off campus that global education inspires you to think critically about the world. How does one think more critically about the world? To hear new perspectives, to seek out voices and ideas that are different from our own with humility. And in hand with humility goes goodwill, empathy, and intellectual curiosity. Our goal is for you to have profound experiences, which are not only going to happen overseas, but ideally happen in the classroom. I want you to have the moment in which you're engaging with a teacher and they have a discussion of, is the sky blue? Is the sky objectively blue? And you feel so strongly about that, yes it is. And what if the teacher replies, but what if I don't see color? Is the sky objectively blue for everybody? How do we think about a more nuanced world around us that goes hand in hand with considering the experiences of other people? Profound experiences that are not going to happen at a tourist site overseas, but are going to happen in the moment that you try out the native tongue of a different country and you sit in a coffee shop and talk with an elderly person for 5 or 10 minutes in that native tongue about their life. That's our goal with global education, profound experiences on and off campus. So this year, our goal is to try to create as many experiences to facilitate those moments for you as best we can. We're going to have speakers on campus and virtual. An example of that would be when we previously had a journalist working in Guatemala studying migration. We're going to have the opportunity for you to participate in conferences. Is there a global ed-related conference you'd like to participate in? Is there someone who could help you with that? It's me. I can do my best to help you participate in that. Example, we had a student participate in a conference on International Women's Day, and I was very happy to do what Derryfield could to support that and make that possible, to facilitate profound experiences on issues of great importance. We're going to hear student voices. In some of our upcoming community meetings, we'll hear students sharing global ed experiences, the new perspectives that they heard. We're also going to have, of course, domestic and international trips, about which I'll be telling you more shortly. But lastly, I'm in room 302. Pitch your idea. Do you have a cool idea? Do you have a global education-related concept or objective that you want to pursue? I will do whatever I can to help you with that and bring whatever resources we can from Derryfield, if possible, to make that happen, to realize that. You have a global ed idea that's going to benefit all of us? Bring that to me, room 302. And also, you can just show up and talk about global ed issues whenever you want. I would enjoy that very much. With no further ado, let's hear about our planned March 2023 experiences. Our first for the middle school, a 4-day program in our nation's capital which will introduce middle school students to a wide variety of experiences. Highlights of the tour will include the Capitol and White House, as well as other historical sites and museums. I'd also like to note that we are deep in the planning of international trips for the middle school. We already have scheduled for 2024 an experience studying ecology and sustainability in the Bahamas. So for the spring, we had Washington, D.C., and we're also planning others abroad for the following year. An important part of global education is this emphasis on service, which Derryfield holds so dear. An important service opportunity by participating in Habitat for Humanity, which will be happening for the 16th time coming up this spring. I'm going to say that again. Derryfield has been doing this service opportunity for 16 years. Derryfield students and chaperones will travel. You will fly to North Carolina, and then you will spend a week building homes alongside construction sites, staff, and local volunteers. You're going to work hard, you're going to learn new skills, and you're going to do something important by contributing your skills. Students are going to come home with a sense of satisfaction and appreciation that you're helping to create affordable housing for working families. Our new trip that we have planned for next year, which I'm very excited about, the evolving landscapes of southern Arizona, which is going to take you to the Sonoran Desert as well as the U.S.-Mexican border. On this experiential learning program in the Sonoran Desert, students will explore cultural ways of relating to plants, animals, water, and land, participate in outdoor adventure activities, and experience the culinary delights of the Southwest. Through facilitated activities and workshops, students will connect with local builders, farmers, and scientists to explore notions of stewardship, earth community, resource extraction, and development, and will develop a more nuanced understanding of the evolving landscape of the American Southwest. The experience will be supported and hosted by critical community partnerships with people in the Sonoran Desert, and we'll be working with an organization called Where There Be Dragons, which really emphasizes getting beyond this notion of traditional tourism and having face-to-face conversations, embracing this notion of new perspectives as we seek to better appreciate the world around us. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce very quickly the host of the chaperone, the leader of our musical performance at Disney World, Mr. Alex Hutton. Where's Mr. Hutton? Round of applause. Here he is. If you are lucky enough to go on this experience, what an extraordinary one you're going to have. This is a performance-based trip, open to those students involved in one of the 2 U.S. performing ensembles. The group will stay at the All-Star Music Resort in Disney World, and as part of their 4 days at the park, will participate in workshops, perform concerts. The group will attend a, quote, soundtrack session workshop. You'll visit a Disney recording studio, work with industry professionals to record along with a film, and it will culminate in a screening of your recorded work set to Disney film footage. You'll also have the chance to perform at Disney World for Disney goers at the Waterside Stage at Disney Springs. It's going to be pretty great. Goodness, if you want to have dinner at the site where Julius Caesar was assassinated, well, Mr. Leary has worked long and hard to make that possible. This new student experience in Rome and Naples will serve to be an experiential and immersive cultural experience. Students will engage with monuments and houses of the Romans, read inscriptions, see how the legacy passed down from Romans still lives on in Italy today. You're going to walk among the ruins of Pompeii. You're going to experience what the Forum looked like in Italy, and you're also going in virtual reality in Italy. You're going to eat dinner under the theater of Pompeii where Julius Caesar was assassinated. You're going to train to be a gladiator? What does that consist of? I'm very interested. And see the pervasive influence of Romans in modern art, theater, music, language, and culture. Latin studies is not a prerequisite for the course, but special priority will be given to upper-level students of Latin. Where does this leave us? How do you participate in one of these extraordinary experiences? How can we make it happen? Here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to participate in Global Trips Information Night, which me and Miss Best will be leading. It will be virtual on Monday, a week from today, at 6 o'clock. But how do you know where to go? And nuts and bolts, there will be a registration link, and you can register. If you don't find that link, email me, and I will email you the link. If you don't want to do that, show up to room 302, pitch an outstanding global education idea, and I will give you the link for Global Trips Information Night. That will happen. Room 302, friends. That is the Global Ed room. And in closing, I think we all know how this ends. It all ends with another round of applause for Jack Dalton. Jack Dalton, everybody. Jack Dalton.